Hello everyone, it's Thursday, June 13th, 2019. Of course, yesterday was New Comic Book Day, which means right now today is New Comic Book Video time. And as like last week, we had a very big week this week again, so let's jump right into the books. First book, number 1, Hellchild, Bloody Mary, number 3. That is a cover purchase only right there. Dead Kings, number 5 from Aftershock. The Ride, Burning Desire, number 1. This is the Adam Hughes cover. Really nice looking cover right there. There are a couple different covers on this book, but it's the Adam Hughes cover that is obviously going to get a majority of the action just because it's Adam Hughes and there is a large collector base for him. Justice League Odyssey, number 10. Really nice cover right there. And then Red Sonja, Birth of the She-Devil from Dynamite, number 1. Again, another really, really cool looking cover right there. Both of those last two books I showed, this one and the one before that, strictly cover purchases right there. And Immortal Hulk, number 19. A lot of covers on this one this week. So this was one cover here. Another cover here. And the cover that seemed to be getting the most action is with Spider-Man on the cover right there. That's a really cool looking cover there. Detective 105, cover A. And cover B right there. One second. Catwoman 12, cover B. And the next to last issue of Batman Who Laughs, which I am enjoying very much. Of course, I do love the Who Laughs character. This is Who Laughs number 6, cover A, which is a nice looking cover there. And cover B. Really wicked looking cover right there. Venom number 15. Right there. And then they had a secret variant for Venom number 15, the War of Realms cover here. This was the cover right here. And if you take a look at the Venom right there, if I get away the glare, there is kind of a Carnage cover. A couple books had that this week. This is the Carnage cover version right here. It got real hot the day of. People were snapping it up, but then it dropped almost in half online once it happened. So there is the Carnage cover. And then, of course, the regular cover of it. As you can see, it's a little different in the Venom where the Carnage is not there. Faithless number 2, real nice Virgin cover right there. This came out a couple weeks, I think a week ago, but I got one today, or yesterday, excuse me. Marvel Tales featuring Spider-Man number 1. Kind of a cool cover right there. Unnatural number 10. If you haven't read Unnatural, really, really nice storyline. It was a good story. It's just a good story all around. And so I'm still enjoying this one. So Unnatural number 10. New book that there was a lot of covers for, but it seemed to be selling at a pretty brisk pace. That is Silver Surfer Black. Here is one cover here. The sketch variant, but if you look real closely, you can kind of see right there, Silver Surfer Black. There's that. What I thought was a really nice cover there. Galactus in the background. And then just a classic Silver Surfer pose right there. Really, really nice cover, real clean. Really enjoyed that cover as well. Wonder Woman 72, B cover. Can never go wrong with the Magic Lasso. And what would a video be without a little Elvira goodness? There it is right there. Elvira. So that's what we picked up for books. Again, really, really big week for books again. I've been spending some decent money picking up all these books. And again, everything that I show on these videos, someone was asking, everything I show on these videos is just inventory. It's just I fix them up, bag and board them, box them, and away they go. I do read a lot of the storylines, though, just to keep up with it. And there's a lot of good storylines right now. Again, some of my favorite ones, of course, the Immortal Hulk, which we've talked about, Unnatural, which we've talked about as well. I do enjoy those right there. And Bitter Root's a pretty good storyline. Someone asked me what I thought of that one. And Bone Parish. I really, really enjoy Bone Parish. And so that's just some of the more, books that I'm reading right now, besides the mainstream stuff. And so I got a really good response on the last video I did as it relates to what is one of the reasons comic book shops fail. And a lot of people were saying, well, no, it's because there's too many covers coming out, and comic shops can't stay up with all the covers, and it's up to the the companies or the publishers, Marvel, DC, are doing a really bad job of making all these covers. That's not the reason why comic book companies fail. It doesn't help. But when you're doing a shop and you're making orders, you're putting your orders in for the new books. And again, I'm kind of rambling because I'm really, really tired. It kind of seems like the nature of the beast for me to be tired. When you are doing your orders, if you have a small shop, just because a title comes out with 12 covers doesn't mean you have to buy 12 covers. Doesn't mean you have to buy all 8 covers if another storyline comes out with 8 covers. What you do is, if you have box customers, you order the covers that they want. And if you have copies that you want to put on your shelf, you don't have to buy all the covers. You can look at the different covers and make a decision on what you want to buy as it relates to the covers. Maybe you only have to buy 3 or 4 of the covers and then put some of those up on the shelves. And again, if customers come in and they give you a hard time, well, you didn't get all the covers. Well, I'm starting off a new business, or, I only was able to buy a few of the covers to get more books. If your customers don't understand that, those are technically the customers that you don't want, because the ones who complain because they didn't get the 1 in 25 and the 1 in 50s and the 1 in 100 covers are the ones that never pick up all their books anyways. They're the ones that order tons of books. They have 50, 60 books in their box, and then they come and they'll pick 3 or 4 books out, and then they'll be like, okay, you can put these other ones back because I don't want them. That's not how it works. So again, you have to understand your customer base, and you have to understand that when you're starting a new business, you might not be able to afford to spend, $800, $1,000, $1,200, $1,400 a week on new books. You may have to sit around and do the $300 to $350 a week or $400 a week, which is still, if you're getting a little bit of a discount, you can still bring in a pretty good selection of books. And then over time, as your customer base grows, as your cash flow continues to get larger and larger, you can start bringing in more books. Very few people in this day and age have the ability to buy $1,500 to $2,000 a week in books, unless you are a very established shop, or you just have deep pockets and you don't care about spending all that money. Otherwise, be smart with your business. Smart business people, and the people who understand that, are the ones that will be here for the long haul. Again, things always happen. Parts, towns, or cities may hit a financial drought depending on the industry or the job situation in those different cities. But a strong business plan and a person who's able to stick to that business plan is going to have a business that will be successful in the long term. You just have to have the ability to stay true to your plan and not try to overextend until you're able to expand and pay all your bills. That's the most important thing. So that was a question that came from a viewer. It's a new Motel Hell shirt I picked up at the last, kind of like that right there. There he is, the old pig with the chainsaw. I like that. And then, so I picked up a bunch of shirts, different types of shirts. So I was pretty happy with that, because it's hard to find shirts. I wear a 4X, and it's hard to find shirts in 4X. So, there's kind of a little ramble. there is Amazing Con this weekend, so I am going to do a video tomorrow night when I get back from Amazing Con to kind of show you some of the vintage books I pick up, because all I'm really looking for when I go to a comic book convention like this is I am looking for vintage books, and I have a little bit of money saved up, so I'm going to kind of look for a couple of popular books. And again, everything I pick up, that's just going in inventory unless I find some really nice pre-code horror books, which I will add to the pre-code collection. But those are getting so hard to find right now. And there's a couple of dealers, local dealers, that really jump on that and try to beat everybody to the punch the day before to try to buy everything up from people. So hopefully I'll be able to find a couple of really nice books to show you. So that's pretty much what we have for this week. Again, thank you for the comments on the video I did last week as it relates to business models. And if you have a question about that, feel free to leave a message or send me a private message, and I will try to get back to you as quickly as I can. I'm usually pretty good about that. Again, I appreciate all the viewers. I appreciate, the thumbs up that I get. I appreciate the positive comments. I am slowly building towards a reopening. Like I said, I finished a new business model, plan for myself, and I am kind of seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, but that light is still going to take a little bit of time to get there because I have to stay true to my business plan like we've been preaching these last two videos. So that's pretty much all we have. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. If you know somebody who might like it, let them know about it. And if you are a subscriber, thank you very much. So that's all we have this week. So I hope you liked the video. But as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great night, and I'll see you Friday night with an Amazing Con video.